If you follow me on Instagram, you will know I recently cosplayed Kano from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid in her festival outfit, and I found this figure of her online in the outfit, so I imported it from Japan. I put it all together, and then I noticed there was a plug on the back, but it didn't come with a wire, so I found a wire. I plugged it in and the lantern lights up. I had no idea it did that. My cat is asleep, but I put the figure in my display case on my best girl shelf, and it's so beautiful. I love it so much.
Underneath the Tokyo Sky Tree is the Kirby Cafe. Japan is obsessed with their character cafes. Some of them are permanent character cafes like this one, or some of them are pop-up character cafes. There are so many things to pick from this Kirby menu, so I'm going to pick a few things, and what I love about Japan is that usually whatever you pick, whatever you see is what you get. So we got the pizza in the shape of Kirby's mouth. Kirby is inhaling some finger foods. This adorable hamburger, Kirby sleeping, Kirby powering up with some veggies, and this Loco Moco that comes in this Kirby bowl. What I loved about this item the most was that after you're finished, you can keep the rice bowl as a souvenir. And if that didn't satisfy you, you can always go to the Kirby Cafe souvenir shop, and they have a ton of Kirby items that you could take home.
Top reasons to date a Korean guy part 1, let's go. Most Korean men, including myself, lack the ABCC11 gene that prevents us from smelling. Like our sweat doesn't have the bacteria that causes body odor. 90% of Korean men, including myself, will spend a lot of money on their skin. And I have a lot of skincare products, so that means my skincare products are your skincare products. This one is something not many people talk about, but Korean men serve 2 years mandatory conscription, which means that you have to be in the military for 2 years. What the military does when you're away from your family and your loved ones is that it forces you to grow up. Like, you're gonna be dating a man, not a boy.
Things in Japan that don't make sense. In Japan, we use ridiculous amount of plastic. Like everything you see in supermarkets are wrapped in plastic. There's a wrapping for a bunch of bananas, and they're for individual ones. I mean, come on. Plastic over plastic, really? When you enter department stores on rainy days, they make you cover your umbrella with plastic so it doesn't get the floor wet. And after people use it for 10 minutes, it ends up in the garbage. Found another one in the supermarket. Convenience stores give you plastic bags regardless how small your purchase was. Like, come on, was this really necessary? 2 protein bars?
So I kind of ended up on a Japanese game show where I had to eat as much sushi as I possibly could. This is how it went down. I was walking through the streets of Japan when I saw a random guy with a film crew following him. I yelled out, "Konnichiwa!" and he yelled it back. What I didn't realize was he was a Japanese comedian. He brought his film crew over and started interviewing me. He asked if I could eat a lot of sushi, to which I said, "Yeah!" I filled out some paperwork and it was on from there. I followed one of their crew members down the road and into the back of a van. And yeah, I know it was sketchy, but once in a lifetime experience. The van took us to the sushi joint where the game show would take place. The game was simple. 2 teams of 5. My team with the Japanese comedians versus the Japanese celebrities. All you had to do was get your team to eat as much sushi as you possibly can. As soon as an uneaten plate crossed the finish line, your team was done, and the winner was the team with the most even plates.
How to say "you're cute" in Japanese. Repeat after me. Anata wa kawaii. All together now. Anata wa kawaii. Did you just call me cute? That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Oka-san, kawaii って言った.
I keep seeing people on the internet talk about this apple juice out of the Japanese vending machines. So on my way home from the store today, I figured I would stop by the one in my neighborhood and grab it to give it a shot. Let's see what the hype's about. Wow. Whoa. Oh wait. It tastes more like a green apple and a regular red apple had a baby. It's really tart in the beginning and then tapers off mildly to be very sweet and refreshing and light. Have a good one, guys.
So today I want to tell you about an awesome ramen restaurant here in Japan, Ichiran. It's well known for its tonkotsu style ramen, which means pig bone broth. Sounds weird, tastes good. It's also known for its super unique dining experience. After you get your ticket and check to see which seats are available, you sit down in a completely isolated booth. You don't even have to look at your waiter. It's crazy. You just order what you want and they'll bring it to you. I love me some boiled eggs in my ramen, so that's what I ordered. And there it is. But look at this. They even offer to assist you if you need help opening the egg using this card. That's Japan for you. Let me tell you, this place is perfect for introverts like myself who don't like interacting with people they don't know. They bring the ramen and they close the curtain. Oh, and you can get some cold water from this faucet that's at every stall. Just another reason why Japan is an amazing country.
Yo, if you're lucky enough to come across this video, I want you to pause for a second, send it to somebody that you love. The first person that you could think of, send this to them. I need you to just trust me on this, alright? Go ahead. Alright, now that it's just us, I want to let you know that without you, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And that I'm so happy that you're just in my life. And
To eat in Japanese. Y'all already know respect is big in Japan. So before starting a meal, say itadakimasu. And after finishing a meal, say gochiso sama deshita. Otherwise, yo, this was so oishii. Sorede? Huh?
I hope you miss me. But I hope you won't forget me.
First, I put some flour in the bowl. Ooh. Now I add an egg. Now the milk. And I give it all a stir.
Mummy Pig is going to flip the pancake over.
Hooray!
This first pancake is for George. Mummy Pig pours a little syrup on George's pancake. Deal.
So this is the story of how I ended up living with sumo wrestlers in Tokyo. So it was the first time I'd ever been to Japan, and after making friends with definitely the craziest locals ever, come on! They gave me the impossible challenge to live with sumo wrestlers for a day. So I searched for international sumo wrestlers and found this guy named Konishiki, who is definitely one of the most famous sumos ever, and also to my surprise was born in the US. So I found him on Instagram, DM'd him, and to my surprise he literally said he could come pick me up and come stay and hang out with the sumos and seeing their entire world. Moral of the story, always send the DM.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Ada patung Jenderal Sudirman ya? Iya, ada. Ini patungnya. Patung ini ada di lapangan Boesho. Boesho. Boesho dalam bahasa Indonesia Kementerian Pertahanan Jepang. Patung Jenderal Sudirman ini tingginya 4 meter. Ini dikirim dari Menhan Indonesia kepada Menhan Jepang sebagai bukti negara sahabat dan untuk mempertingkatkan kerjasama pertahanan Jepang dan Indonesia. Setiap kemerdekaan Republik Indonesia ada upacara penyimpanan rangkaian bunga di depan patung Jenderal Sudirman ini. Ini satu-satunya patung pahlawan asing yang dipajang di Jepang dan sangat dihormati oleh Jepang.
Things in my anime bedroom that just make sense. The exact same bedding as Sailor Moon because I kind of wish I was her. An entire wall dedicated to manga panels. A framed card from my friends and a poster of Savon. Go follow him. Not one, but 2 Spirited Away bags. Anime figures that were really expensive and only really just sit there and look pretty. Absolutely everything, including my light switch, my laptop, and my PC is decorated in stickers. An entire shelving unit just for plushies. An anime body pillow. A wall dedicated to cat ears and art. Moving wallpapers. A gaming chair with bunny ears and a bunny tail. A Kirby fan and a Starry Night projector.
Ayo, Fea puta check. Here's me speed walking to class because I'm late. It only takes me 40 minutes to get to school, which is actually pretty short for Tokyo. Love starting my day with crowded subways. My first class of the day is Japanese and it's about 3 hours long. I fell asleep in class. Then I went to 7-Eleven with my friends. Bone apple teeth. And I had my business seminar about Nissan. Vroom vroom, bitches. And afterwards, I went to the gym. Here's me feeling really sweaty and gross. And now I'm heading home. The sun sets at 4:30, which is so early. After I took a shower, I made some soup for dinner. Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Then finally, I went to a cafe to study for my kanji test. The end.
Japanese sushi places are the best. This is a typical sushi restaurant we always go to in Japan. It's a fast food style sushi restaurant, $1 a plate. It's great. Once you're done with your reception, you get to go to your table, and this is where the magic happens. So everything is inside the table. Soy sauce in there, and chopsticks in there. The table has a built-in faucet if you want hot green tea. You can either order from the tablet, or you can take something from the conveyor. There's a conveyor next to each table that carries random types of sushi. You can take anything from here if you find this appetizing. Each plate has a plastic cover to keep it hygienic. When you're done, you just put the plates in a disposer next to you, and this is how they count how many plates you've eaten. For every 5 plates, you get to play a game on the tablet. If you win the game, you get a small Happy Meal toy. I mean, it's for kids, but it's cool, right?
Yang bilang ini di Jepang, kamu salah. Karena ini sebenarnya masih di Malang loh. Tempatnya aja yang kayak Jepang banget. Nah, ini dia The Onsen Resort, hotel yang Jepang banget yang bikin kamu beneran berasa di Jepang. Interior kamarnya tradisional Jepang dan kasurnya pakai futon loh. Namanya juga The Onsen Resort, pasti ada pemandian air panasnya. Yang ini untuk publik. Nah, tapi untuk yang pribadi juga ada loh. Restorannya pasti Jepang banget dan makanannya, Kalau kesini harus banget foto di spot-spot ini, biar dikira beneran lagi di Jepang. Terdiri dari 25 pondok dengan desain ryokan, semuanya menghadap ke pemandangan yang tenang loh. Kamu tertarik nginep di salah satunya?
Marble out of these Japanese sodas.
Take the little plastic off. I don't even... Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, I got it.
That's a puzzle in itself.
Oh, okay. A certain way. Oh my god, right there. That definitely doesn't fit down there. It's gotta come out the top. I mean, it's gotta come out the top.
Oh.
Like, I'll suck it out.
It might work.
No?
I know, it's so close. See, look.
Maybe I can, like, get it out with my finger.
I don't think so. Was there any other things on the
Yeah,
bottle?
I can think of something. I can
What?
think of another thing, actually. Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? Talking about? Why are we going in here?
Oh my god, this is the strongest glass I have ever...
Dude, the way to
can't
solve
break
it. Anna, I was joking. There's no.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, there's no way of getting the marble out, but that's a.
Japanese words you should never mix up. Part 4. Shujin and shujin. For example, shujin kimasu ka versus shujin kimasu ka.
Japanese yakiniku for lunch. But first, let's go to the restroom. Many Japanese establishments require you to remove your shoes before entering, but don't worry, they do provide slippers when entering the restroom, as well as you can see the awesome toilets they have here. While headed back to the table, you can see they draw down a shade to grant you privacy during your visit. Many times having a language barrier, you end up pointing a lot when ordering. Your meal is delivered raw, so you may cook it on a gridiron or griddle over a flame. Usually propane, but sometimes can be wood as well, or electric. Yakiniku commonly refers to a Japanese style of cooking bite-sized meat and veggies. They do provide various types of condiments for you to put over your food, either soy sauces, garlic, pickled plums, or even different hot sauces. From there, you can see this wooden block. It matches up with different designs on the lockers. It allows
Random things in this super nice Japanese car that just makes sense. Part 3. The back seats of the Acura MDX offer quite a lot of features that are normally reserved for front row passengers. The second row captain's chairs slide and recline and have a 3-level heating function. Between the seats there is a center console identical to the one in the front with plenty of room and 2 USB ports. Second row passengers are also treated with manual peasant blockers. Getting into the third row is a breeze. Just push one button and the second row seat springs out of the way. There's an identical button on the back of the second row seat for third row passengers to use. Third row passengers also have access to 2 USB ports, so no one will ever run out of power in the back of an MDX.